Hey guys, the ClintDarden.com, and of course the House of Biceps. I got a message the other day from my good old friend of mine, Jason. He says, Clint, my current bench press is 265 pounds. For a double, I want to bench 300 by the New Year's. What's going to get me there? Now, obviously, my reply directly to him was, you tell me, what are you going to do to ensure that you're going to earn a 300-pound bench press? And to be honest, he really didn't have the foggiest idea. So Jason, what I'm going to run you through today is a real quick edition of what I like to call the old-fashioned method. Okay, now everything is set up like a pyramid. And I'll try to draw this as fast as possible. I swear this was working. I'm going to draw a nice little pyramid here. I am obviously not an artist. Now with everything you do here in the gym, right up here at the top is going to be your goal lift. For you, that is the bench. And you want 300 pounds. Now right now you're at 265 for a double. I'm just going to assume that 265 for a double is absolutely perfect. And you've probably got 270, 275, 277 in you for a good single. So you've got about 16 weeks and 45 pounds to go. So you should have a rough idea on how much progress you have to make every single week. Now you don't have time to spare, to be honest, but there are a lot of things you can do to increase your bench press. So we roughly have 5 layers to our pyramid here. We come here at the top. These are things that you can directly do that's going to increase your bench press. Right here, these things are going to increase these things that increase your bench press. These things are going to increase these things, and these things are going to increase everything else above. Confused yet? Now this right up here is basically whatever program that you're using right now. And I don't really think you are using one. So you need to kind of decide on a program that you're going to use, a philosophy, a standard that you're going to use of direct bench press training. Now filling in all these blanks, there are a lot of things that you can do. Go buy a slingshot or 2. Make a full set of boards or even some bench blocks. Pick up some bands that you can bench press with and do accessory work with at home. And you can video everything you do in the gym. Heck, you can even use 2 cameras. And get some great wrist wraps for safety and to add a little bit of strength to your bench press. But taking all the guesswork out of most of this, right here for your bench press, your main accessory exercise should be a board press. Now building that is going to be a lot of tricep work. Triceps. You can do triceps 3, 4, 5 times a week. Now that can come in the form of Tate presses, incline or flat, rolling dumbbell extensions, tons and tons of tricep pushdowns. Lots of things can be done directly for triceps. And in this next block, we've got lats, biceps, rear delts, legs, hamstrings, and rotator cuffs. All of these things need to be trained all the time. These things are going to feed into your triceps, into your board presses, and will strengthen your bench press. And down here at the bottom are the things that's going to keep you bench pressing for a long time. Therapy work, stretching, endurance work, GPP, general physical preparedness, technique, skill, food, sleep, rest, all of these things. Without the bottom of this pyramid, you're not going to have this layer, you're not going to have this layer, and you're not going to have that 300-pound bench press. All right, so Jason, this is the basic map of questions that you need to be asking yourself. So whenever I ask you, what are you going to do to ensure that you are going to have a 300-pound bench press by New Year's, you need to have an idea of what exercises you need to do, what boards work for you, what tricep exercises work for you, what exercises you need to be doing on this layer for lats, biceps, rear delts, legs, hams, rotators, etc. What kind of therapy, stretching, endurance, GPP, technical skill, and food you need to have going for you in this layer. You need to ask questions and have answers on what is going to work for you. So still, if we skip everything that you're basically doing on direct bench press work, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, speed bench, max effort, just going heavy, whatever you're doing for bench press, if we take all of that aside, what I want to look at is your board press work. What do you do on your board presses? Well, a great example is week number 1. You go in the gym after your bench press, 3 board press. Take 85% of your bench press 1 rep max, 85%, 3 sets of 3. Then move to a 4 board press, 3 sets of 3. Then get down to a 1 board press, 85% for 1. Now the 3 and 4 board work should be fairly easy, but can fry your triceps. You can play with your grip, bring your grip in just a little, keep it the same, depends on you. The important thing is to get this volume in here with the 3 and 4 board, work on technique, work on your reactive speed off of the boards, and be able to hit 85% for 1 off of 1 board after doing all of your bench and your other board work. So how does this progress? Well, in week 2, your bench press routine should be a little different if you're following a bench press program. This 3 board work can easily go to 87 to 90%, 2 sets of 2. Stick with the same percent on the 4 board press, 2 sets of 2, 2 sets of 3, 3 sets of 2, depends on you. Come back and hit a single with the same thing, the same percent as you used on the others. Week 3, you can stick with 90, 92%, 2 sets of 2 off a 3 board, 2 sets of 2 off a 4 board, and nail a 1 board once again. Come back on week 4, your choice, completely deload, completely go heavy, or that can be your max week on the bench press. So Jason, my idea to you, pick a program for the bench press. Pick something that rotates and makes sense. Follow a routine on the board presses. Build your technique, build your skill. Build your drive off of the board, your active reflex off that board. Find a program on the board presses that feeds into your bench. Get on your triceps, lots of volume, lots of reps. Lots of triceps are gonna build your board press, which is gonna build your bench press. Do your lat work, some light bicep, light rear delt, some legs, hams, and rotators for stability. All of this with your tricep work is gonna build your boards and build your bench press. Do something for therapy, stretching, prehab. Do some endurance work for your body, your GPP. Work on technique with the empty bar. Skill work. Get your food, vitamins, nutrition, and sleep up to par, because all that's going to allow you to do all this, which will bring up your triceps, your board press, and will ultimately lead to you bench pressing 300 pounds. So if you want to bench press 300 pounds, right here, this is the method. The old-fashioned way. Earn it.